Megan. First of all, I am sending you lots and lots of love across the pond to the States. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good day when you get this video. If not, then I hope this video cheers you up and makes you smile, because it's just very important to me that you are happy when you are watching this video. I love that you've seen Les Miz. I've never seen it in the States. I've only ever seen one Broadway show, and that was Book of Mormon in 2019. I was very late to the Broadway game, but there's something about Broadway that's just so big and magical. And I think because all the theatres are so close together, it's so easy just to walk around in complete theatrical awe. So yeah, I love that you've seen Les Mis, and I love that it's one of your favourite shows, because it was the first show I ever saw when I was just 3 years old. My mum won tickets in a competition to go and see it for its 10th anniversary. And I was only 3, and I think I fell asleep in the interval and my mum had to take me home. Sorry, Mum. But it was also the first show I was in as a child and as an adult, so I owe a lot to Les Mis. And now you're putting me on the spot, because a challenge to rank the songs in Les Mis from worst to best. Oh no. Okay, but I can tell you, I won't do all the songs because I think I'll be sat here for 20 minutes. But the song that I hate the most, or shall I say the song that I like the least, it's Turning. I have such an aversion to that song, and I don't know what it is. But every time it would come on in the dressing room, I'd be like, oh, turning, turning, turning through the minutes into hours, and the hours into minutes, hours. It's just like, oh God, it's just being stuck in a loop of terror. So that's definitely at the bottom of my list. Way at the bottom. And let me give you my top 5. My top 5 songs. Okay, here we go. I think Master of the House has got to be at number 5, because I love that song so much. That is such a good song. I feel like I'm not letting myself have enough space here. No, okay, well, I've committed now. Top 5. Master of the House is at number 5. I love Master of the House. I think it's a great song. And I think it's one of the few like upbeat, fun songs that is just a fun song for the sake of being a fun song, you know what I mean? I know it introduces the character Thénardier, but it's also just like a pub ditty. I think it's great. I love that song. And it's one of the songs that I've never been a part of as well. Eponine or Fantine in their ensemble track, neither of them do Master of the House, because Fantine has just died when Master of the House is about to come on, so there would be no time to get into a costume and be in the ensemble. And Eponine leaves in Lovely Ladies to go and get changed into her Eponine stuff, because she's about to go on directly after Master of the House. So it's the one song in the show that I've never been able to be a part of. I've always just stood in the wings and watched it whilst, you know, a single tear runs down my cheek. At number 4, I'm going to say Bring Him Home, because what a song. Bring Him Home has got to be in the top 5, I think. No matter who you are or what song comes at number 1, Bring Him Home has got to be in the top 5. Then I'm going to say Stars, and I know that's controversial because I'm putting Stars before Bring Him Home. But there's just something about Stars, and Stars makes me very nostalgic as well, because in the version of Les Mis when I was playing Eponine, I would be on stage for the entirety of Stars. Gavroche and Eponine would be either side of the bridge, tucked away behind it. There was kind of no time to scurry down and scurry back up without being too sort of seen by the audience. So Paris would end and Javert would sing, "Clear the garbage off the street," and everyone would scurry away, but me and Gavroche would hide in the barricade either side of the bridge. And I'd be on stage every night. So for about 900 shows, I listened to Stars because I was kind of forced to. And now whenever I listen to Stars, it just makes me think of sitting backstage, seeing all the stars like come in the backdrop. And I figured, because they would all come on individually and gradually, so I always figured out which star lit up first, and always like keep my eyes on it just to make sure that I, you know, had got it right. I'd like trained myself to know which star was lit up first. So Master of the House, Bring Him Home, Stars, and then I'm gonna have to say I Dreamed a Dream, and then On My Own. I Dreamed a Dream because I I grew up wanting to play Eponine because obviously Eponine's younger, and when I was growing up, that was the part that I kind of related to the most. And I was very dramatic as a kid. I was always sort of fancying people when I was younger that would never fancy me back. So I kind of always felt like, oh yeah, Eponine, unrequited love, yeah, kindred spirits, that kind of thing. God. Oh, to think of youth. So that was the song that I'd grown up sort of wishing that I would get to sing on stage one day. So I spent a lot longer lusting after the part of Eponine than I did wanting the part of Fantine. So I dreamed a dream, whilst it's an amazing song, and I loved playing Fantine, and I loved singing it every night, and it's definitely up there in my like top 3 favourite songs. It's definitely a close second to On My Own. So there we go. I hope that was okay. And I'm going to stop rambling now, and I'm sending you so much love. And I would love to hear in like a tweet or a message or something what your top 5 Les Miz songs are. And I'm sending you lots and lots of love. Mwah.